Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Originally, this bill was filed as a broad Medicaid improvement bill that did several things. When it left the House, HHSC was to include an acuity adjustment to make sure that we're encouraging our MCOs to best serve our state's most vulnerable population. There was a smaller piece that made it much more efficient. Those provisions are still in the bill. When it got over to the Senate did add a number of provisions. They added preventive dental benefits for recipients in STAR Plus who have currently no, and these are just preventative services. They also added a number of studies that required HHSC to study or examine a number of ideas, including the feasibility of an online portal, and I think this is really important, an online portal for individuals on waiver interest lists, and also required HHSC to set a minimum standard of performance on nursing homes. Importantly, we also added the components of HB 290, and I'm going to ask Chair Cortez to talk about what is in 290. So, Chair Cortez.
The Chair recognizes Representative Cortez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Chairman Frank, members. Members, as you know, Texas has the highest number and percentage of uninsured children in this country, and our state can and should do better. Including House Bill 290 into House Bill 2658 provides eligible children on Medicaid with 2 segments of 6 months of coverage as long as they qualify. This bill would allow for 1 income check after the first 6 months of coverage, and if a child remains eligible based on that income check, they would get a second 6 months of coverage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Chairman James Frank, Chair Lois Kolkhorst, and the members of the Conference Committee for including House Bill 290 on this piece of legislation. Members, this is the second session that I've had the privilege of carrying this bill. It has strong bipartisan support here in the House. It was earlier passed 31-0 in the Senate, and I thank the senators for doing that. Members, this is a win for Texas children, and I thank you for all the support you've given to get this done. Chairman Frank, I pass the mic back to you. Thank you, members.
Thanks.
The Chair recognizes Representative Frank.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move adoption of the Conference Committee report on HB 2658.
Representative Frank moves that the House adopt the Conference Committee report on House Bill 2658. It's a great moment of time. The clerk will ring the bell. Show Representative Cortez voting aye. Have all voted? Being 135 ayes and 0 nays, the committee report is adopted.